Polkadot community seems to be stricter and stricter when it comes to approving treasury funding, and more so when it comes to media spends and hackathons, but wait till you see the first bribery-based proposal. Vote aye and we'll give you something, but the whales are watching and taking action in the background. I wonder if Mr. Hackna has jumped on board. In today's video, I'll discuss the currently active proposals on Polkadot looking for treasury funding. Let the chaos and drama begin. Hello and welcome to KryptosChain. My name is Claudio. I'll start off with the earliest referendum this time, and that's referendum 87 on the small spender track by user WIBC, which has no information and has been nay voted hard, but it was also created erroneously with the treasury.propose spend extrinsic instead of treasury.spend, as we've seen many times in the past. Referendum is getting nayed very hard and is currently losing with over $7.8 million in nay votes and only $10.8 in aye votes, and has under 8 days left before a decision is made. Referendum 88 on the medium spender track created by the on-finality team are looking for $14,269 worth approximately $67K for the first unified and NFT API for support of ERC 721, ERC 1155, unique palette NFTs and substrate palette NFTs, as well as hosting costs for Q3 of this year. If you've been following the ecosystem, and more specifically the governance videos, you likely know that on-finality are the largest RPC node providers, not just on Polkadot and on Kusama, but also for some parachains. Given their reputation and delivery so far, we're likely going to see more incoming referendums from them, even if this passes or fails. Referendum is currently failing with over $10 million in nays and over $1.2 million in ayes, and has less than 8 days left before a decision. Referendum 90 on the medium spender track created by user LimeChain is looking for $63,916 worth over $300K for proposing the creation of phase 2 of kusama, which is a framework for building substrate compatible runtimes in the Go language. Apparently phase 1 of their development has already been funded in Gov 1 through Motion 292, and they shared the full treasury report in the proposal. One of the benefits of this proposal, if it passes, is that it will allow another framework to get created alongside Substrate for building on the Polkadot eco, which will support the Go language programmers rather than purely Rust one, thus increasing the tech available for the ecosystem and lowering the barrier for entry. The referendum is currently passing with over $7 million in aye votes and $6 million in nay votes. Those nay voters can be so brutal sometimes, aren't they? There are also around 11 days left before a decision is made. Referendum 93 on the medium spender track created by user Damsky is looking for $36,686 worth approximately $173K for infrastructure funding for Polkadot Asset Hub, migrating the Kusama NFTs from Kusama's graffiti implementation like Remark was before migrating to Moonbeam over to Asset Hub, which is Kusama system parachain. Asset Hub also exists on Polkadot, so I assume they named them the same for simplicity. When Bridge Hub will launch between Kusama and Polkadot, and assets will be transferable between the two ecosystems. The funding is for milestones 1 to 4, and the first 3 milestones have already been delivered by the Coda team, a team that have delivered a lot of good work related to NFTs for the ecosystem. Referendum is currently passing with over $6.8 million in aye votes and over $1.27 million in nay votes, and there are about 12 days left before a decision. Referendum 96 on the small spender track created by user WIBC, who had created referendum 87 with the wrong extrinsic and created this one with the right info, is looking for $6,686 worth approximately $31.5K for a project that uses AI for security monitoring on a network level, but it got a lot of pressure in the comments section by people like Taylor, who's an IT security expert, and Bill Laboon, director of the Web3 Foundation. And this is because many of the promises that are made are unclear and a lot of questions need to be answered. Referendum is definitely getting a community reaction to those comments and concerns, and the referendum is currently failing with over $7.8 million in nays and over $247K in aye votes, and there are about 13 days left before a decision. Referendum 97 on the medium spender track created by user Batman requesting $15,375 worth approximately $72.4K for creating Polkadot's first central yield farming dashboard across 3 milestones, of which one which previously got approved through Council Motion 355 under Polkadot Gov 1. Now they're looking to get retroactive funding for milestones 2 and 3 and have shared a delivery report for them in this proposal. The referendum is currently losing with over $7.4 million in nays and over $3 million in aye votes, and there are over 15 hours left before a decision. Referendum 98 on the medium spender track by Polkadot insiders Chris and Gwen is looking for 14,257 DOT, worth approximately 67K to fund 28 weeks of operations and growth of the Polkadot Insider brand, and this means paying a team of designers and researchers. They're currently getting a lot of pressure in terms of votes and not that much in the comments, but they are barely winning with over 6.85 million DOT in I votes and over 6.6 million DOT in nay votes. Over 14 days left before a decision. Now, I love Polkadot Insider's work, and I personally am in support of this specific proposal as a media brand, but I have to say that I have noticed a number of times that they never include Cosmos in their reporting when comparing Polkadot to other ecosystems. One such case was related to the ranking of the best staking platforms, and Cosmos wasn't included when everyone knows it offers higher APY than Polkadot. So that tells me they're somewhat biased, and they should try to not be, or at least verify their sources better, in my opinion, in future reports. But like I said, I like their quality work, and I am in support of this proposal, and I believe they're asking for a fair amount. Referendum 99 on the medium spender track by user Brush Farm. The team are looking for 18,391 DOT, worth approximately 86.6K, in order to fund milestones 2 to 7 of development for the Patron tool, which is used to verify and build smart contracts in one step. Apparently, with the Patron tool, you can simplify the deployment flow and help make the Polkadot ecosystem better. Rush Farm team are also responsible for building the Sol to Ink tool, which converts Solidity code to ink, and have a good reputation in the Polkadot eco as builders. But they also made a mistake a while back where they lost access to a wallet, and there was an attempt to recover that funding from the wallet, which caused a lot of chaos because of the extrinsic call named forced transfer. With that being said, it looks like the community doesn't approve this proposal, as it's currently losing with over 7.12 million DOT in nay votes and over 1.15 million DOT in I votes, and there are 15 days left before a decision is made. Referendum 101 on the medium spender track by user EZA Governance, looking for a whopping 43,920.94 DOT, worth about 206.8K for funding the completed milestone 3 of the Polkadot and EZA hackathons at Harvard and in London. Apparently, the stats that came out of those last 2 hackathons at Harvard and London have been very successful, and they even shared professional photos of the large number of students that participated. Fortunately, the referendum is currently failing with over 1.22 million DOT in needs and over 1 million DOT in I votes, and there are just under 19 days left before a decision. As I said before, I just don't understand why take a big risk and fund the hackathon from your own pocket and to then be at the mercy of the coin holders, which could simply be having a bad day because their portfolios are down and just need vote. Emotions. But I'm happy to see this kind of initiatives happening in the ecosystem because it can only drive growth. You never know when that next great app will launch. Referendum 102 on the medium spender track, created by user Soon Lanledge, who's an ex-Parity employee. So he does have reputation, and he's looking for 99,520 DOT, worth approximately 468.7K, which was one of the large asks. And this is for retroactive funding for Polytope Labs research and development. And they changed the way parachain to parachain communications work. Rather than relying on the relay chain for message passing, they changed it so that the parachain interoperability is the jurisdiction of the governance of the parachains involved. It's getting somewhat mixed feelings in the comments of this proposal on Polka Assembly, and the state of voting is reflected on that. Referendum is currently sitting at over 4.2 million DOT in nays and over 2.6 million DOT in I votes, and there are under 19 days left until a decision. Referendum 103 on the medium spender track, created by user Tribe Angel Hack, is looking for 60,246.88 DOT, worth approximately 283.7K for milestone 3 of the Polkadot Hackathon Global Series 2023, which is for the Asia Pacific region. They've already run a successful hackathon in Europe earlier this year during Paris Blockchain Week. Referendum is currently failing with over 1.15 million DOT in needs and over 770K in I votes, and there are around 27 days left before a decision. Referendum 104 on the small spender track, created by user Polkadot Key, is looking for 2,441 DOT, worth approximately 11.5K for the Polkadot Journal, marketing proposal for personalized notebooks, similar to that of the Kusama papercraft proposal on Kusama earlier this year, which they have delivered. Now, the team want to produce 200 pocket notebooks, and each notebook will contain personalized stone paper refills, premium leather covers, Sama recycled guides, and recycled refills for extended use. Referendum is currently failing with over 1 million DOT in needs just 1.5 DOT in iVotes, and there are just over 19 days left before a decision. Referendum 105 on the median spender track created by user Open Zeppelin is looking for 43,877.14 DOT, worth approximately 206.6K, in order to create an open source development team that will work with Parity and the Polkadot community to define and deliver new Polkadot parachain runtimes, improving the underlying palettes in order to speed the development and improve the security of new parachains from a variety of key use cases. If the proposal is approved, the team are claiming that they'll have 3 team members ready to create and publish a roadmap for the first 3 quarterly releases, to be delivered at 6, 9, and 12 months after the date of agreement. The team got some questions in the comments on Polka Assembly, which they haven't addressed yet. Despite this, the referendum is currently doing well and passing with over $10.7 million in iVotes and just 489K nay votes, and there are just over 19 days left before a decision. Referendum 106 on the medium spender track created by user Decade is looking for 10,400 DOT, worth approximately 49K, in order to build a community-centric blockchain education program by learning through sharing. The team aimed to create a Polkadot learning community on Decade, offering learning materials, challenges, and rewards. Their goal is to foster 10,000 educators and promote the Polkadot ecosystem adoption through an accessible and scalable educational ecosystem executed by an experienced developer team. The learning chapters are supported by Pendulum Chain, which is an existing parachain on Polkadot. The team have promised in a comment by Saxenberg that they'll verify their identity on the 1st of August, yet today is the 18th of August and they still haven't taken any action. ID verification is one of the most important steps before creating a referendum on chain to show that an individual is really linked to a specific brand for reputational purposes and isn't some random grifter. That being said, the referendum is currently failing with over 1.82 million DOT in nay votes, only 46.5 DOT in iVotes, and there are 22 days left before a decision. Referendum 107 on the medium spender track created by the user Layer X is looking for 81,300 DOT, worth approximately 382K, in order to fund the rollout of a parachain to act as a trustless bridge between Polkadot and Ethereum. And what's interesting about this proposal is that they set up their tokenomics in a way to airdrop 10% of the total supply to all iVoters, which is 100 million L or X coins. But these tokenomics also got funded by public investors and also private investors, including ones from a seed round. So looking at how they plan to create this solution, it seems like they're following a similar model to that of Interlay for Bitcoin, except they're doing it for Ethereum. To me and many others, this is like the first ever bribe-based proposal.
Maybe. We'll see.
In order to gain votes and earn funding, but the Polkadot Treasury guardians are not having it, and the referendum is currently failing with over 21.19 million DOT in nay votes and over 496K in iVotes, and there are just over 23 days left before a decision. Referendum 108 on the small tipper track created by Party Tipbot is requesting an 80 DOT tip worth approximately $377 towards Mr. Leshy for working on a substrate solution and creating a pull request which got merged in the Party Tech repository, thus being a direct contribution to Parity. For the more tech-savvy people out there, it's to add countered storage nmap implementation, which is similar to countered storage map for storage map, but for the storage nmap instead. The referendum currently is passing with over 892K DOT in iVotes and just 89.5K nay votes, and there are 4 days and a bit before decision. Referendum 109 on the medium spender track created by user PolkaSafe is looking for 41,936.15 DOT, worth approximately 197.5K in funding to create a business tool built on top of Substrate's multi-sig palette designed to provide a seamless user experience and robust security features. This is a retroactive funding request for Milestone 2, and they're also claiming to have been inspired by some of the best multi-sig wallets available in the Ethereum ecosystem. The referendum is currently failing with over 900K DOT in nays and over 400K in iVotes, and there are 26 days before a decision. Referendum 111 on the big spender track created by user Cloud is for proposing a curator for the PAL bounty, which was approved as part of referendum 47. Referendum is currently failing with over 918K DOT in nay votes, over 140.8K in iVotes, and there are over 26 days left before decision. Referendum 112 on the small tipper track created by user Paradox is to refund Pink Node's Polkadot Gov 1 Treasury spend deposit, as those did not automatically get refunded. The referendum is currently passing with over 6 million DOT in iVotes and over 21,000 in nays, and there are under 6 days left before a decision. Referendums 113, 114, and 115 on the small tipper track are also similar to that of referendum 112 to refund those individuals for paying the Polkadot Gov 1 deposit fee, also organized by Paradox. Referendum 116 on the medium spender track created by user PolkaWorld is looking for 16,842 DOT worth approximately 79K in order to fund their operations between September and November of this year. Polkaworld RD Polkadot Media for the Chinese community and have been operating and collaborating with the Web3 Foundation for the last 4 years. They published a total of 576 articles and received 412,000 views in the WeChat ecosystem in 2022. They hosted 42 online broadcasts on WeChat channel and 21,551 people joined them. They made 35 educational videos, got 28,759 views on WeChat channel and YouTube channel, and they interviewed 23 teams in the Polkadot ecosystem, all posted on their YouTube channel. They also hosted 14 online meetups and 8,348 people joined them online. The referendum is currently failing with over 764k dot in A's and over 586k dot in I's, and there are under 27 days left before decision. Referendum 117 on the medium spender track created by user Societal Labs is looking for 26,616 DOT worth approximately 125k for creating advanced treasury governance and member management systems for decentralized communities. They're claiming that a societal application will work with any tokenized project in the ecosystem that is looking to add governance, treasury, and community management services to their operations. The referendum is currently failing with over 603,000 DOT in nay votes and over 376k in aye votes, and there are over 27 days left before decision. Referendum 118 on the small spender track created by user Supercomputing Systems looking for 4,100 DOT worth approximately 19.3k for maintenance of the Substrate API client between September and December of 2023. Supercomputing have been supporting the Substrate client for quite some time, and they're also claiming that this proposal only funds the bare minimum of maintenance, updates, user support, and small improvements. In case this proposal fails, they will cease all of their support activities. Now, this referendum is currently passing with over 155k DOT in aye votes and 5 DOT in nays, and is in the deciding state at the time of doing this video, thus 28 days before decision. And finally, looking at the state of the treasury, there will be 226.9k DOT awarded in rewards from past referendums in this round. 461.3k DOT will get burned, and currently in the treasury there are 46.13 million DOT worth approximately $206.9 million. Thanks for watching this Polkadot Treasury breakdown video, and please don't forget to hit the like, drop a comment below with anything whatsoever, follow me on Twitter, or join my Telegram community, both of which links can be found in the description of this video. I'll see you in the next one.